There's Dad. Good morning, I think. It's Thursday, October 5th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have foundation sets this morning, sets 1 through 9. We might even practice all of them today. Let's get started. I am, as I have been, running late, and I was, fingers crossed, I'm taking care of, wait a minute, I gotta fix this. So I turn this so I can see it. Fingers crossed, I may have taken care of a technical issue. Not sure. I am preparing, and I now have a plan for what we're going to do next. Right now, what we're going to do next, basic stretch, feet about shoulder width apart, open the arms, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, hands circle in front, and back around to both sides, up along the center line, and reach out. Roll through the whole body as you extend out and as you roll up. One more time. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. All right, this morning we're going to pay attention to Wudang's foundation sets, Wudang Qigong foundation sets. As we practice, I want to focus a bit on the very basic fundamentals for each set that we do. That focus is something that I'm going to apply to what I'm doing next, and that is, and I talked about that just a minute ago, that is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm going to begin getting myself ready to do some demo videos. I've talked about these previously. I'm about ready to do them. So I have some things that I need to do in order to prepare myself for that. And I'm going to share some of that with you as I go forward. I'm not going to answer that. I'm starting a little bit late, so it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a little bit early, but it's a passable time to make a phone call. At any rate, as I go through the sets that I need to work on to develop the flexibility, redevelop the flexibility, and to refine the skills that I currently have, so that as I go through these demo sets, they're the best that I can make them. That practice is something I'm going to invite you to join me to do. Right? And we're going to start right now. One of the things that I need to be able to do is to be more flexible through the legs. I neglect that in some of what I've been teaching because it's more demanding. And it's something that I really wasn't focused on right at that particular, I haven't been really paying attention to it that much since about 2 years ago when I was recording Wudang's 3 basic methods. Alright, so for this set, here, so left leg is back, right leg is front, and straight down. So sink, settle, bend the back knee, tuck the hip here, set the hip. Yeah, if you have to do that, do it. All right, set the hip so that it tucks to the heel and doesn't push the knee forward. Okay, so you don't want to push into the knee here. You want it back here to sink. It's going to go forward a little bit, it has to, but you want to try and keep it from going too far forward so it doesn't go past the toes as you settle. Stay there. Don't move. Just stay there. Stay there. Right? Extend the back leg. Turn towards the front. This way. Right? Stay there. Just stay there. Don't move. Stay there. Other side. Pay attention where your knee is so that it's not to the outside of your foot, it's not to the inside, that it's straight over your foot. Set. Stay there. Sink. Set the back leg. Don't push forward into the knee. Keep the knee straight. Set into the heel. So you should be able to pick up your toes. You should. You don't want to. The toes should grip the floor. Sink. Sink more. Heel to the hip. Hip to the heel. Right? And come on up. Alright. The next set or stance sit. Stay there. Just stay there. Now, as you practice, right, developing the skill to do this, hold across the front. We're going to do this in Qigong class, right? Hold across the front, pull this across, support and sustain through the hips so that you can go lower, right? Stay behind, not in front, behind, so that you can go lower. Straighten legs. All right, if you're leaning to the front, you'll feel it in the hip, you'll feel it in the hip for sure. You will feel it more in the knee. So you'll feel stress right in through here. You don't want that. You don't want it. Really, you don't. All right. There is a hold that you must do through the knee, and you should feel that. But the weight to carry that movement, the weight, what you're doing here, that weight, your body weight needs to be carried from the hip up. This stretches in, underneath here, pulls in and up. That's what supports the body. Developing the placement. That's why I was talking about hip. If my hip is here, I have to push into my knee to go down. I don't want that. Hips. Set the hip back just a little bit. Not here, just here. Just a little. Now I can go down further. All right, that, not too much. Too much is a problem as well. We use this in pushing the mountain. Feet about shoulder width apart. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, we're going to use that. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the breath. Two more. Hands separate, down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in and breathe out. Alright, now, pushing the mountain, open it up a little bit, and what we want to work toward is good body alignment from the hip to the shoulders through the waist so that there's turning available, no leaning. Not shifting the weight forward, but keeping the weight well centered to the back of the heels so that you can go up and down. Going up and down. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Pay attention to where your hip is. Keep the body well placed and well centered. Hold through the center. Keep the hips and the shoulders well aligned and connected with each other, especially as you go down. Pull up through the back. Use the legs. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Alright, relax for a minute. It takes some work to do that. It does. That effort, body placement, position, developing the strength, developing the holding strength to be able to do that is part of what we're working toward, right? 6 months ago, I couldn't do what I just did. I couldn't. I've been working on it. And that recognition is part of why I stopped. I did something I couldn't do a few months ago. If we only criticize, if we only look at where did I make a mistake, I made a bunch of mistakes too, okay, but they're the small ones. If we only look at that, what did I do? What do I need to correct? What can I perfect? What can I further develop? What are the things that are, yeah, they could be better, yeah. I only look at that. I'm only looking at half of what I've got. I'm not looking at the part that, hey, that was not bad. Hey, that was nice. That is important to recognize too. When we do that, when we recognize what was correct, we develop a greater level of skill to be able to perfect what's not. If I don't know what's wrong, how can I fix it? Right? if I get it right and it feels good, then when it doesn't feel quite so good, oh, wait, what's that? Oh, my hip's out of alignment. Oh, wait, my Mingmen, the center of my back is too tight. I need to open that up. While Goose flying, breathe in, breathe out. And we're going to stay up on this one. We're not going down all the way. My legs hurt too. And up, and down. And breathe in, and breathe out. Smile. Settle. And come on up. Keep the hip well placed. And no, we're not going lower, just about 45. Relax through the back. Pull up through the front. Two more. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in, palms up. And breathe out. Press down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Alright, we're going to do one more. Push to both sides. I am going to turn around for this. As we're paying attention to that extension here, pay attention to the placement of the leg. And the first two, I'm going to stay higher. The last four will be lower on each side. So I'm going to take that back. So I'm going to do left side, right side, higher 2 times. And then the next 4 sets, lower. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Put the back in good alignment and breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Shift. Push. And return. Pull the foot in. And center. Stay centered. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift left. Little step. Pull in. And center. Shift. Push. Come back. Center. Shift. Little step. Push. Come back. And center. Pull up through the back. Stay centered. One more time and breathe in. Shift. Step from under. Push. Pull in. And center. Shift left. Step under. Push. And center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold through the back, sink, place the hip, push. Extend the back leg as you push. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. 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 Hands down along both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alright, this type of practice, strengthening. Yung li, fa li, zhong li. We use strength, we expend strength, and we gain strength. Zhong li. That bring it in, right? If we don't work on developing that combination with strength, agility, placement, timing, use of the breath, we're not going to develop in the art. Now, this extension, right, this how low can you go kind of thing, this is something that I know exists. Most of what I'm going to try to recover is what I was able to do some years ago. There's part of it that I may never get back. I don't know. I did pretty good this morning. Yeah, I'm going to take credit. That sense, and I talked about this, that sense of, I did this well. I know I made mistakes, but I could do better, but I did just pretty good. This was pretty good. I'm okay with that. That recognition, that self-understanding that this is better. What is the goal? If my goal, I'm going to use push to both sides. Right? If my goal is to develop my practice for health, I want to do something. I don't want to go running. I don't want to go walking. I don't have any place to go running. I don't really have any place to go walking. I don't want to go to a gym. I don't want to this. I want something to do. It's great exercise. Relax the breath, relax the body, push to both sides, right? Nice and easy. This nice and easy, fluid, relaxing motion, I'm going to keep going, has a highly beneficial effect on the whole body. Just just doing the movements. Combining that with what we can do, stay centered, combining that nice flow, even movement, combination of the breath with the movement, combining all of that makes it into a much more holistic, calms the mind, calms the spirit, calms the body, strengthens the body, develops the focus and concentration to do the sets, right? You have to keep paying attention to these different things and be relaxed at the same time. All of that, right here. It's all there. Now, if we want to understand the full range of movement, the full extent possible, and we want to pay attention to the underlying nature of what we're doing, which is martial arts. Martial arts. Right? Then, well, yes, this is helpful. That it is. It's very helpful. That's more helpful. All right? The skill to be able to do that as part of simple movement. Okay, so in Qigong, we have, I'll do this, all right. In Qigong, we have simple movement, right? I'm here, and I turn, and I move, I step, my body follows, I return, right? So, here, same, right? That connection with the breath, the timing, and the fact that it is one movement. Versus, and I'm using Tai Chi, because we have, I'm not going to use push from, I use brush knee. A little bit wider and a little bit lower. And that's as a result of being able to use the energy that I have from the movement. In Qigong, we have simple movement. We don't have that same type of continuity. And in fact, we don't really want to do that. We want that quiet focus, because that's what gives us more depth. That's what gives us the ability to really concentrate on and pay attention to the small muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the joints, all of the little things that have to happen for me to do this. I like 5 movements right there. Adjusted my shoulders, I adjusted my mid-back, I centered my mid-back here, adjusted the lower back here, dropped the hip, opened both legs. Shifted the weight from here to here. Yep, that was all. I did all of that again. That is part of what we want to develop, is that skill that says, all right, this is my normal posture. My normal posture should be comfortable, not strained, you know, I shouldn't be leaning forward or back, right? Nice and comfortable. But that particular alignment that gives me greater strength and that strong connection between the shoulders and the hips, so the hips pull up, the shoulders attach and pull down, so my body is solid. As I'm moving, it's not stiff, it's not solid, it's solid, connected. Everything is working together. That is what we want to accomplish. And slowing it down, paying attention to each part of the breath as we move through. Where am I at what point for what breath? Inhale, exhale, right? Where am I? How does that extension connect with the breath? So if I'm still moving and I've completed my exhale, I'm going to do this. I'm here, breathe in, breathe out. I finished breathing out. Wait, okay, now I can breathe in, okay. Breathe in. I finished breathing in, okay, but I still got more movement to do before I can start to breathe out. I still got to do this part before I can start to breathe out. Now I can breathe out, okay. I need to breathe in, I really do, I need to breathe in. Oh wait, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Allow the breath to be natural. At first, pay attention to the idea that you should just be breathing and moving in a relaxed manner. The idea that you start with the breathe in and you end with the breathe out. And I breathe in and I breathe out. That idea, just let it stay in the back of your mind. Relax the breath, just breathe. Pay attention to the movement. Second step, now you're comfortable with the movement. Now you've learned what that movement is, you've learned what to do with it. Now, pay attention to the breath. At what point, at what time, same question I just asked, at what point, at what time do I need to finish my breath so that it's well connected with my movement? What point at what time do I need to start the breath? Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Where is that connection? Where's for you? I know where it was, right there where I did it for me. That fullness of breath, the timing, carries through no matter whether you're here, right? Or here. That same combination of breathe in and breathe out applies. It takes a little bit more work, going for it, to do the second one. It does. Alright, so as we go forward, there's going to be a little bit more like this, where we pay attention to something in particular that I'm working on, in combination with a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth on how we can practice. So not only what we're doing in practice, here's what we're doing today, but what that extension looks like. And part of what I showed today is just that. As I get stronger, I'm going to put on the silks and I'm going to do the demo sets that I've been promising. Some of that may show up in the next 2 months-ish, give or take. Some of it is going to be showing up in January and February. I have to get ready, right? I'm pretty close for a couple of things, but as I was reviewing, there's a few things that I want to clean up a little bit before I report. That analysis and that evaluation is part of what I'm trying to teach. Being able to do that, to look at what are you doing? Was that good? Was that not? What should I be doing over here? What am I doing over here? How does that compare with the ideal version of whatever the exercise is? The ideal version is the full extent possible for the human body. Okay, there's a lot of extent possible, trust me. And we're going to be working on some of that because I want to make sure that as much of that as I can do is part of my record. So, lots of things to look forward to. Thursday, and that's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll be doing some exercises. I'll try and get a little bit more organized so it's easier to figure out what I'm doing. But you're going to be welcome to join me. I'm working on Bagua, working on Xingyi, working on Tai Chi. I'm working on body flexibility, strength building, Wudang's 3 basic methods, bunch of stuff that I used to do in when I was studying dance that is one of the most fantastic ways to strengthen the body. It is. And develop flexibility and develop that sense of breath and extension that goes with. So, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. More like this. Tomorrow I'll be back. Advanced class. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all being here.